Hey everybody, Thomas here. So we made an impromptu visit up to Tennessee. What you see on the back of my trailer there, that's roughly about 1,000 board foot of black walnut. There's also some inside my dad's barn over there. My dad, well, the day before I went to go get this black walnut, he went over here and got a load of poplar logs. These poplar logs, I think he had 27 on there. 29. And it was a heavy load. And what he's standing next to over there, that's some more poplar and one looks like black locust or black walnut. Walnut, okay. So we've got a pretty decent poplar pile. Now these poplar trees here aren't that big. There might be some down here to 6 inches. Most of them are in the 10-inch range. There's a couple bigger ones towards the bottom, maybe 14 inches, but it's been sitting for about a year. The thing about poplar is the bark will start to come off. It's been sitting for a year. There may be a little bit of spalt to it, but they are good solid logs. We're gonna turn most of this into 1x for sidings inside the living quarter section or just wherever. Poplar is a great wood for doing sidings, so very happy with that. The other thing is we were just discussing the log piles and everything, and we're gonna move some tractor equipment. So in my make two deer shed slash goat barn, yeah, long story, I'll tell you about that one day. But we've got a pile of wood here. This is the first pile. Here is a mixed match of some red oak, pecan, cherry, ash, and all that stuff, and maybe some hickory in there. And then, you know, there's some hardwoods, and we've got a pine pile, what looks like some poplar on top. So these, we're gonna go ahead and go back and reorganize these piles. And we were gonna move some of the equipment out of the way to make it a little bit, you know, more organized. So again, on the truck, fantastic haul of wood. The guy who cut this, he's gonna be coming out in March to the Timber King show we're doing out here. Very, very cool dude. He actually cut this with a homemade mill, and I'll have to see one day if I can go out there and show his setup, but it's impressive what he built. I think he can cut over 40 inches wide. He's got it powered by a Honda, 20 horsepower. He used a lot of parts from Cook's, and then he also made a debarker out of an angle grinder that really works. So pretty impressive. We'll have to see if we can do an episode with him one day. But the 1400 mil, she's running great. We were just discussing on a new sawmill structure and what we're going to do. But on the mill, we were just cutting up some spalted maple. So absolutely gorgeous. This is, you know, we actually cut this, not running the water because the water froze last night, but since the water froze, I wasn't too overly worried about it, but very pretty wood. I'm bringing back a few little pieces of that and then some other stuff we cut yesterday, but the barn continues to improve. By the time we do the sawmill show up here, this whole area out here will be nearly finished. We'll have, you know, a nice area for people to linger around and talk and socialize, and then we'll have the planer set up out here and all the good stuff. But just showing again, this is what I left for my dad, so he has some black walnut to work with. I think we came up with, that's around 280-ish board foot of black walnut. It looks gorgeous. I mean, there are some things that have some checks in there. There's a few that have live edge, but you know, that's what I make cutting boards and spoons out of. But yeah, the wood storage system's working well. We'll have the shop hopefully most of the way complete. Get a few more lights out here and possibly have the bathroom up. But if not, we'll have bathroom amenities for folks when they get out here. But looking forward to anyone who can come out in March. It'll be March 28th. As we get closer, I'll put more details out there, and looking forward to seeing some folks out here. Have a good one. Thanks.